Now, the very first thing I'm going to talk about is your luggage allowance. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited about this video. I'm excited to see you. I hope you are as excited as I am to see me as well. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Couscous. Welcome. What's your own name? Let me know in the comment section if you're seeing me for the first time. Let me also know if you're a returning subscriber. Let's know ourselves in the comment section. Okay, drop it down in the comment section that, hey, I'm a returning subscriber. Oh, I'm new here. Let us welcome you into this family. Okay, do not forget to subscribe before you leave. You cannot come here and leave without subscribing. You know what I mean? You understand? That's right. So today's video, basically why I'm excited is because this video has been highly requested. How to pack, what to pack for those traveling to UK or any other part of the world, especially students. You know, the very day I arrived in UK, I made a video showing the things I packed and how I packed them, especially food items. And now a lot of people are asking me, those things you brought, do you think they were necessary? Was it necessary for you to bring them? Because in that video, I said I was going to make a subsequent video telling you if it was necessary and if you should pack those things. So if you haven't watched that video, it would be better if you first watch that video. I'm going to link it down here for you to see. And then when you see what I packed and how I packed them, then you can now come and watch this one to see, update your knowledge and see what I'm talking about so that you can follow us from the beginning to the end. So guys, that's what this video is going to be about. We're going to talk about food items, your clothing, every single thing, the kind of bags you should carry while packing your items so that you would minimize your luggages and your expenses while traveling. That's what this video is going to be about. If you're interested in seeing that, do well to stick around to the end of this video. Also drop a comment if there's anything I say that you think I didn't clarify. You can drop a comment, let me know, and I'll clarify that for you. If you have any questions, drop it. And if after the end of this video you think I haven't covered certain things that interest you in this subject area, also drop it in the comment. I reply my comments a lot and I actually take pride in replying my comments because I do not like just keeping people hanging. I reply my comments a lot, which is why I encourage you guys to drop your comments here every single time. Welcome back and let's get right into the video. The very first thing I want to address is your luggage allowance. Do take note that depending on the airline you're traveling with and your kind of ticket, your luggage allowance will be determined by that, okay? For instance, somebody who is using economy ticket will have a different luggage allowance than someone who is using premium tickets, first class or business class, okay? That's how the luggage allowance changes. So confirm from your airline and your kind of ticket so that you know how much you should pack, okay? Now, aside the luggage allowance, airlines also, allow you to take additional luggages such that you will be charged for excess luggage. Sometimes some airlines also give limits to the excess luggage, and other times some airlines charge a different amount with other airlines depending on your luggage or your excess luggage. I'm going to tell you guys how much I paid because I carried excess luggage. I paid a lot of money. When I look back, that money still pains me till today. Ah, God. That money still pains me. I think I paid $200 for excess luggage. And looking back, I'm like, was it really worth it? Was it really worth it?
What was the reason? What was the reason?
Because if I had taken that £200 or $200 as the case may be, if I had taken that $200 to UK, I'm sure I would have shopped for some of all the things that I carried. But then I still think that some of the things I carried were necessary, okay? Now, let's get moving. Now that we've talked about the fact that your excess luggage and your luggage allowance is determined by the airline and your type of ticket, let's talk about prohibited items. Guys, you cannot carry every single thing, okay? And then even some things that are allowed has limits. For instance, you're not allowed to carry, for those watching me from Africa or from Nigeria, you know what we call palm oil, red oil. You're not allowed to carry that in an airline. If they see that in your luggage, they're going to seize it. They're going to just take it from you. So don't bother, okay? I was traveling once it was actually a domestic flight in Nigeria. My sister had given me this 4 liter of palm oil. And I put it inside my bag. Hey, when I got to the airport, he kept on saying, there's something in this bag, there's something in this bag. And then they brought it out. Hey, madam, 4 liters of oil, only you cannot go. There's no English, I don't speak that day at the airport. They will not allow you to carry a palm oil. Let me know if you have traveled, whether domestic flight or international flight, and you've been able to transport palm oil. Let me know how you did it, because I couldn't do it. I think you cannot also travel with fresh meat, like goat meat, fresh chicken, or beef. I'm also aware that the travel prohibitions or restrictions vary across the countries. Maybe it will be different for people coming into UK from the EU, and it will also be different from people coming into UK from US. Also, whenever you want to be sure of what you can carry and what you cannot, go to the UKVI website and also your airline. Your airline will specify the things you should carry and the things you should not carry. I looked at the list, I went through all those websites, I read everything, because I do not want to spend money carrying an item, buying an item and packing, and then they take it away from me at the airport. You will not like the feeling. Now let's talk about what to pack, okay? We'll start with food. Of course, you know food is a delight to my heart, okay? I love food. You guys know. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know. Who doesn't like food? Let me know if you don't like food in the comment section, or if you're like me, let us know ourselves in the comment section. Do you like food? How much food do you like? So basically, I carried a lot of food items, okay? I carried a lot of food. In fact, more than 50% of my luggage, okay, let me not say more than, like 50% of my luggage was like food items, okay? I carried local spices, I carried dry fish, I carried crayfish, I carried pepper, like atarodo, pepper, chili, black pepper, red pepper. I blended it and I carried it, okay? I carried egusi, ogbono, I carried afang, dry afang and frozen afang. I carried that. Afang is our local delicacy, and I cannot imagine a life without afang. So I had to carry afang because I love it. What else did I carry? I carried a thickener, which is known as achi in Nigeria, in Igbo. What else did I carry? I carried yam. Guys, I carried yams. In fact, my yam alone, I'm sure that yam was one of the things that made my luggage so heavy. I carried yam. I carried scent leaf. So the scent leaf was sliced and frozen. I carried ugu leaf, frozen ugu leaf. I carried frozen, I didn't carry frozen bitter leaf. I carried frozen uziza that I have not used till today. I feel like knocking my head. Guys, I carried something up. I carried my favorite seasoning, Kitchen Glory. Actually, that's my favorite seasoning, and I love to cook with it. And because I was using it so much, it finished in December. I came in September, that seasoning finished in December, and I went around the whole of UK. Not like I went around the whole of UK, literally, but I checked through the African stores in London. I checked the African store in, Sheffield. They didn't even know what was called Kitchen Glory. So I would advise you that if you have that favorite spice, that favorite seasoning, you are not certain if you will find it here, carry it. If you have a seasoning that is dear to your heart, carry enough. Let me tell you guys, when that Kitchen Glory finished in December, my friend traveled in February, the 2021 February home. I asked my friend in Nigeria to buy as much as to give it to him to bring for me, because I did not see Kitchen Glory. And if you have a favorite spice like that, it is better for you to carry that one. What I mean is not spices like thyme, rosemary. Those ones are here now. What are you saying? In fact, excess spices here. But if you know that there's a seasoning that is dear to your heart, and you know that you can only find it in Nigeria or in specific places in Nigeria, carry it, because you will need it. Fine, you will be experimenting with other recipes, but sometimes you just want to cook what you're already familiar with and you will need it. No, don't bother carrying tomato paste. Don't bother carrying egusi. Egusi is here. Well, you can carry it small depending on how you love egusi. I did not use the egusi that I brought. It's been in my freezer for as long as possible, and that's because I don't like soup that much. Okay, since I came here, I have only been cooking afang. I cooked egusi once, and it was, I made a video where my friend from Palestine was testing Nigerian egusi for the first time. You should check out that video. It was really interesting. That was the first time I made egusi, and that was the last time I made it, because when that soup finished, I made afang. I can stay for like 3 weeks or 1 month without having soup. So when I already have afang in my freezer, I'm looking for how to finish that one before I move over to the next one. So what am I saying? I'm saying that ingredients like egusi, ogbono, dry fish, they are here in African stores. But the dry fish I carried was catfish. I'm probably going to show you guys what it looks like, because that's what I love to use to cook. We have checked this town, African stores in this town. I also made a video showing you guys where to shop for African things in UK. So if you haven't watched that video, when you watch that video, you will know the things to carry and the things you shouldn't bother, because sometimes it's just a waste of luggages. Okay, the things I carried, I didn't use all of them. Okay, things like egusi, but that dry fish, we haven't seen it anywhere, and I'm so grateful that I carried it, because I'm kind of like hoarding it at the moment, because I think it's running just about 1 or 2 pieces. That dry fish saved me. When you want to cook a local delicacy and you need specific ingredients, but you cannot find it, there are other kinds of dry fish. There is stockfish in African stores, but that particular catfish, I haven't seen it since I came to London. So if you're particular about fish or dry fish, stockfish, there's stockfish actually we've been seeing a lot. If you check that video that I made, you'll see a lot of stockfish as well. So yes, you should take that into consideration. I carried Maggie Cubes, but you would see Maggie Cubes in African stores. So even when the first set of Maggie Cubes I brought finished, Maggie Cubes are available in African stores. That's not a problem. Curry powder is available, so don't bother really carrying curry powder from Nigeria. What I did when I came, I had like somebody supply me with garlic powder, ginger powder, black pepper, turmeric powder. I carried a lot, guys. You would see them here to buy, and they are cheap. They are cheap. All those seasonings, they are cheap. Okay, garlic powder, ginger powder, turmeric powder, atarudo powder, even pepper soup spices here. So I feel like just carry the spices that you know are very unique and you cannot easily find them in African stores. Let me give you a tip, okay? If you want to know the spices or the things you can find in African stores here, go and watch the video I made about where to shop for African items in Nigeria, in London rather. That video is going to guide you on the things you should bring and the things you should not, okay? So that's about food. There is plantain in African stores, no need to carry plantain. There is yam in African stores, so no need to carry yam, but yam is a bit more expensive than other things. Maybe yam could be like 1 for £2. Plantain could be like three fingers for £1. Okay, crayfish. I think what I haven't seen is blended crayfish. I blended a lot of crayfish and I still use it till today, and it's almost about to finish. But I see crayfish in African stores, but I don't think I have really seen blended ones. So if you like crayfish, what you do is when you come, you buy, and then if you have a blender, you can blend. Makes your life easy. Things like rice, don't bother carrying rice, don't bother carrying beans. You will find them here in African stores. Do you know, guys, I carried semovita. I feel like beating myself up. That semovita, I only opened it last week. There is semovita, there is poundo, there is amala flour, there is a lot. All the plantain flour, we have them here in African stores, so no need to bother yourself carrying. Okay, now let's talk about the clothing. Okay, For those who are going to be resuming in autumn term starts from September, and winter term starts from January. Summer is, July, August, June, July, August. And, when you arrive, it is going to be cold. So between September and March, you're going to be covering up. You're going to be protecting your life because it's going to be chilled. Depending on the country you're coming from. I come from Nigeria, and the average temperature in Nigeria is like 26-27 degrees on a normal day. Sometimes it gets to 30, it gets to 35 some days. Sometimes in some parts of Nigeria it gets to 40. And I'm already used to that humid weather. Coming to UK, it shocked me. I'm going to make a video telling you guys about everything I wish I knew before I came here, because that video is going to help you guys. So watch out for that video after this one, because you're going to see things. Hey, so many things. So let me talk about the clothing, okay? So for September, October, November, December, January, February, March, 7 months, you're not going to be wearing your chiffon. See what I'm wearing? That's because this is summer, okay? You're not going to be wearing your light clothes. So the most important things for you to carry are your thick clothes. But considering the fact that there's issues with luggage, depending on your kind of ticket, you have to also consider your luggage allowance, okay? I think the normal luggage allowance is usually like 26 kg in 2 places, and then a hand luggage of about 10 kg. But if your ticket is like premium or first class or business class, it could get to like 30-35 kg. Now, when you carry heavy clothing, it's going to affect your luggage, okay? So imagine you carry 5 winter jackets. Automatically, your luggage is going to be very heavy. But if you carry only like 1 winter jacket, you wear it, knowing that when you arrive in UK, the land of winter, you will see winter jacket to buy. So what I did was I bought a cardigan in Nigeria, 1. I bought a jacket, 1, which is what I wore when I was traveling, such that I didn't really have heavy clothing in my bag. I wore the cardigan and I wore the jacket because apparently the flight too is going to be cold. And when I arrived in London, I quarantined. When you are inside, there's heater, so it's not that cold, it's not that freezing, but you still need to wear your long sleeves, turtlenecks, and all of that. If you don't have turtleneck, you wear like a muffler. So after my quarantine, my flatmates took me to H&M and Primark. I bought cardigan, I bought winter jacket. Let me tell you, if you're not coming from a country that is cold, the winter jacket you're going to buy in your country will not be close to what you will buy here. So I wouldn't even advise you to buy a winter jacket back in your country, because you'll be doing yourself a disservice. But buy one, that you're going to wear when you come, wear it when you quarantine. Once you're done quarantining, go to Primark, go to stores. Like, you will see options and you will be like, wow. So you see a lot of options in UK to buy, different colors, different styles, and then you can buy them. And I already made a video about cost of living in UK. If you haven't watched that video, make sure you watch that video, because I talked about how much you should plan for your arrival allowance, because these are the things that you will spend this money on. Now, if you have jeans, carry it, because you will wear jeans, or depending on, I love jeans a lot. I love to wear jean trousers, so I had to wear a lot of jean. And if you have leggings also, carry, tight leggings, pants, they are not as heavy, so by all means carry it. And if you have turtlenecks, carry it, okay? If you don't have them, when you come here, you're going to buy, but reduce the amount of lightweight clothing that you carry, because at the end of the day, after 7 months, I do not fit into the clothing. This is supposed to be embarrassing, but don't blame me, because I've stayed inside for almost a year. We were not going to school. We were doing online classes, and I can basically count how many times I had to go out. So I stayed indoors almost all through. So I added some pounds, some weight, okay? Most of the clothes I brought did not size me. In fact, the times I had to wear those clothes I brought from Nigeria were the times I was shooting videos. I'm glad that you stayed to the end of this video. I hope that you have liked, because I asked you to like it before. If you didn't like it then, please like it now. And if you're still watching without subscribing, come on, do well to subscribe. Just click the red button, subscription button, and also ring the notification bell, because I notice if you do not ring the notification bell, you will not know when I post, and you would, maybe come late or miss valuable information on the channel. So when you subscribe, ring the notification bell so that you know when I post new videos. Thank you so much. Follow me on Instagram as well at I am Couscous. I share tips there as well, short videos, tips. When somebody asks me questions, I respond and I post it so that you guys will also learn. And thank you so much guys for watching. I'll catch you in my next video. Bye bye.